Stories. The minority in Parliament says President John Mahama's first year in office has been marked by a rising rate of insecurity across the country. The caucus states that as of June 2025, more than 600 armed robbery cases had been recorded, with 340 murder incidents linked to the use of illicit firearms. The minority further notes that ongoing land and chieftaincy disputes have claimed at least 31 lives during the period under review. ChannelOne News' Ni Ayikwe Ukain reports.
The minority in Parliament on Thursday addressed journalists on President Mahama's 1 year in office, stating that security has deteriorated under the NDC government.
As of July 2025, Ghana had recorded about 628 cases of armed robbery and 340 murders involving illicit arms, and an alarming toll in just half a year. Clashes related to land and traditional authority have killed at least 31 people and uprooted about 48,000 citizens. The duty to safeguard life and property has weakened under politicized policing and neglect of security services.
The minority caucus also described the recent economic gains as a manufactured miracle, indicating that the positive indicators predate the Mahama administration.
A relapse into dangerous economic experiments, a relapse into lawless governance, a relapse into predatory partisanship, a relapse into patterns of deception that Ghanaians have seen before and rejected before. A manufactured miracle. We are all told Ghana has turned a corner. GDP grew by 6%, inflation fell sharply, the cedi appreciated by over 40%. Success, they say. Victory, they claim. Much of the recovery began before President Mahama returned to power. It's rest on an IMF program we negotiated, fiscal consolidation we implemented, and a global gold boom we did not create.
The minority stated that nothing exposes the government's failure much better than the $214 million loss recorded by the Ghana Gold Board.
$214 million scandal. Nothing exposes the government's failure better than the Gold Board for Reserve disaster. As governor, he must answer, what oversight did the bank provide? When did they become aware of losses? Why defend and deny rather than investigate? Who approved the off-takers' contracts? A functioning program has been turned into a loss-making operation, and the public deserves full disclosure.
It also criticized the government's fight against illegal mining, saying that it demonstrates a loss of state power.
Illegal mining continues to expand. Our water bodies are poisoned with mercury and cyanide. Our cocoa farms are destroyed. Our forest reserves are vandalized. The Pra River and Cobra and Brim increasingly reflect national distress and institutional weakness. What we witness is not a decisive fight against Galamsey. It is a loss of state control.
The minority caucus, while addressing journalists, reiterated the need for Parliament to probe the $240 million loss by the Ghana Gold Board for onward sanctions. Reporting for ChannelOne News from Parliament, Ni Ayikwe Ukain.